Okay, so I randomly decided to do this by turning on a camera and filming this. It's gonna be an interesting little story time video. I've never done one of these, so hopefully it goes well. What's going on, guys? My name is Elijah. I am host of Photo Fit Citizen currently. Probably be the only host, honestly. Who am I kidding? The channel's mine. Okay, I'm an idiot. Welcome to story time. So it's October, October 22nd. No, October 21st, 2020. I wanted to tell a story. As you guys know, I do this series called Haunted Paranormal, and this will probably be in the Haunted Paranormal, what's it called, playlist, because it's paranormal related. So if you've been following those videos, you would know, or follow me on Instagram, you would know that I have nightmares every single night. I am haunted by a demon that screws around in my head. And I know people would say, oh, well, that's not possible. Demons, ghosts, they don't exist. I personally believe that I'm haunted, because I've experienced things that I just can't explain, like going to bed and waking up with marks on my throat, or in this situation, waking up and feeling so close to death. Today's story topic thing is about a nightmare I had last night. And I thought, what better time to do it than October, fall, spooky Halloween. Let's get right into it. So, this story begins like any other person. Getting ready for bed, going to sleep. However, when I fall asleep, I don't go into deep sleep. I go into what I call the nightmare state. And this basically is me having a nightmare every single night. Horrible, messed up, creepy things. Normally about my death. I can see, I can hear, I can feel. Normally in nightmares or dreams that I have, I can't feel, I can't hear, I can't see. All I see is through the perspective of the person in the dream. Like, I have no control over it. Nightmares, I can feel everything, I can hear everything, I can smell. And I'm aware of what happens. Last night, I was in bed, I was sleeping, and from 3 o'clock in the morning to 5:30 in the morning, a full 2 hours and a half, I believe. That's what it is. I think it's 2 hours and a half, 3 to 5:30 in the morning. I had this dream where I was in this valley, mountains, gravel. It's a gravel flooring, and there was this house. It wasn't really your normal house. It was a fence mixed with, like, what felt like pieces of a storage container. And it was in the middle of nowhere. So it basically started with me in this, what's it called? I guess we'll call it containment. And in front of the containment was like a crevice, was this big giant ravine-like crevice. And every single time in the nightmare, in that 2 hours and a half, this water-like demon would come out of the crevice, tell me that I'm about to die, and proceed to drown me. And this happened over and over again, in many different ways, and it was unpleasant. Eventually, my body jolted awake, and I woke up. And not only was I have this eye thing, this thing to sleep, so it blocks out like any light. Not only did I find that across the floor in my room, I was in the complete opposite bed. My bed's facing the window. I was go to sleep on the right side. I was on the left side, closer to the wall. And I'm like, what the fuck? And before I could even say anything, I start to gag. In that 1 second of me waking up, all hell broke loose, and all I could feel was it felt like I was stuck underwater. My ears were popped. It felt like I was being held underwater. I was gagging. It felt like I was drowning, essentially. And I had a nightmare about drowning. About something demonic drowning me. And then when I wake up, I feel like I'm drowning. Later, after I had woken up, I was sitting at my desk here. I was getting ready to do my online class, and halfway through the class, my side starts to hurt, like from where my ribs are, and it felt like a tremendous amount of pressure was being put on it, as if you dove into the water, went all the way down to like the deepest depth, and didn't do the compression stops on the way up. It felt like a bunch of water was just hitting my body, and it was painful. It was annoying. Once again, I started to feel like I was drowning. I can't describe the feeling of it, but to say it was uncomfortable. And anyone who's swam and did a dive into the pool, or did a jump in the pool and sunk to the bottom, got to the bottom and your ears popped and it feels like you're getting pressed down, that's the feeling that I felt after jolting awake from a nightmare where I was being drowned. This isn't the first time I've had a nightmare and it affected me in the real world. I have a lot more stories I could tell, and I think I'm going to show them. I know people would probably say it's fake, and me being known as a filmmaker, yeah, people are gonna think it's fake. Anyone who knows me knows when it comes to the paranormal and hauntings, and my nightmares specifically, I don't joke around. I don't make things up. It's real. It happens. I remember it, and it's pretty damn hard to remember I should say forget. It's pretty damn hard to forget when you're being killed in a thing. And every time I would die in this nightmare, I would just wake up in the same little fenced area, and it would happen again. It was like a painful version of Groundhog Day, being in a time loop, but no time. And just having to watch myself. And in this case, I felt it. I felt the water going into my lungs, and I woke up feeling like my lungs were just filled with water. And it was scary shit. It was scary. Like I said, I don't joke around about this stuff. My experiences are my experiences, and they do happen. Whether you want to believe it or not, or just take it as a entertaining story, that's up to you. But I'm curious to know if you would like to see these type of videos, these sit down, more real story type videos, along with like as part of the catalog we have for this channel. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the description. Social media links are in the description. All my social media are the same. It's Elijah Fitz. A new podcast episode will be coming out soon. I promise you. And I'll probably be going into more depth with these stories on the podcast. Now, do me a big favor. Before you end this video, hit the subscribe button, because YouTube says only 4% of you guys are actually subscribed. Next, go over to the like button. Extend your hand. Grab the like button's hand and shake it. And tell it you're gonna be its best friend. And when the like button needs you the most, don't be there. Because it's the like button. And it's the like button. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.